Well, Arsenal Man United last night. What a boring game. I mean, the first half, I'm not going to blame Man United. They came and all they did was it was sort of amateur type football. They just defended as high as they could, not too high because they were scared of us getting behind them. But they filled that midfield in, very aggressive, very energetic, and then just as soon as they got the ball in midfield, there was no football play going on, just long balls over the top. Simple as that. Just I mean high long balls over into the corners. It's what you do, amateur football. And you could see they had come literally just to stifle Arsenal, which is great because they know that maybe they're not up as good as us, and you know all teams do something similar. I'm not going to complain about that. And the second half we came out up to the tempo immensely, and we were totally in charge. Absolutely totally in charge and waiting for the goal to come. I think the first half neither side got a goal shot on target, but the second half, I mean, we tore their defence to pieces. The first 5 minutes, I think we had two chances. Scored from a corner, and you know, hammering sour grapes. Arsenal just try to get corners their wingers. That's all they try and do. He's already started to sour grapes. My God! But you know, listen, you look at any team, all wingers. If they're in a sort of a little, you know, area and they can't get out, they either go for it or try to get a corner. That's what all teams do. All wingers do it if they're closed in. Arsenal definitely don't just do that because they try and play football. They play too much football inside the box sometimes, in my opinion. I mean, Odegaard last night, I mean, he had two opportunities to shoot and he didn't. He was 1-2 or tried to dribble too much. So that is just a shame because I think he could have scored. I mean, I think really, you know, my prediction was 3-0. And actually, I think it could have been 4, frankly speaking. So Amrin, you know, don't start trying to sort of blame teams for going, you know, Arsenal for going for corners when your team just went there just to get a draw, and you weren't good enough. And what was awful was seeing Rashford as well. He was appalling. When he came on, we all thought, oh crikey, we're in trouble here because we stuck Partey at right fullback. And he's pretty slow. He's not a fullback, and we thought Rashford is going to annihilate him now. We're in trouble, and he did nothing. He didn't take him on once. That surprised us. Yeah, no, with one good save from Raya. Other than that, no. The second half was. I mean, the first half was, you know, you want to go to sleep, but the second half we came out. The boys huddled, and yeah, honestly, it was foregone conclusion. And I don't know what United fans think about that. Even their fans, the away fans are normally really strong, but even they weren't the normal United sort of uproar that you get. They were quite quiet. A couple of times you heard the roar, but not much. And but the Arsenal crowd were up for it, and every time they started shouting, we just went. And you know, of course we were at home. When the crowd are up for it, they're up for it. But yeah, we deserved it. It wasn't the greatest game in the world, but easily deserved it. And Amrin, please, I actually saying a lot of good things about you. Don't give me the wrong opinion. Don't start making excuses or saying, oh, it's not fair. They just go for the corners. Oh, what's not fair about it? Anyway, or trying to suggest, you know, it's just a tactic that's not right. Oh God, boring. People are boring. Football Chat Uncensored. United fans, what do you think now? I mean, you played one of the top 4 teams away. How do you think you fared? Let's have logical answers, not you dickhead. You know, let's have some logic answers. From an Arsenal point of view, it was too easy, a bit boring, but just too easy. And that's not being horrible, that's just the facts. Football Chat Uncensored. Reno talking. There you go.